Let's get this show on a roll. Rob John Podcast, here we go. Here with the life topics, and I might speak knowledge. Welcome to the Rob John Podcast, episode 3. All right, let's let this thing roll. So what are we getting into today? So I know this guy, and he was just getting out of work. So he goes in his car and, he drives away and everything seems to be smooth so far. He rolls his windows down. It's a nice summer breeze. Nice breeze coming through. And he notices his driver's side window not working properly. So he gets to his final destination and he seems to can't get his window back up. This is on the driver's side, by the way. So he starts to panic. Oh no, what am I going to do? What's going on here? Turns the car off. So he turns the car back on. And when he turns the car on, he notices his driver's side is going down slightly. And it's basically stuck. Oh no, he says. And he starts to panic again. He turns the car back off. He turns it back on. Same thing happens. The driver's side car window is going down slightly again. He starts to panic. What am I going to do? So he's sighing. It's always something in life, he says. So basically, this guy has a problem with his driver's side window not working properly. And in the previous journey of his car experience, he notices it's a problem with the window regulator system. So this is basically a system inside of the car door. So he calls up the shop. He asks the guy, what's going on with my window? So the guy basically explains to him, it's your car window regulator. So it can either be the motor inside it is blown out, or it's the key switch. Now, what I mean by key switch is it's the you know how you roll your windows up and it's those little knobs. It's the electric knobs. You can push it down and makes your window go up or down or whatever. It can also lock and unlock your car, by the way. So basically, he asks the guy what's going on. So the guy at the shop, he basically explains it to him again. It's your car window regulator system. So the guy then gets off the phone. He calls up a car store, AutoZone. So he asks for the part. Gets a price of the motor and the window regulator system. So the guy at the store gives him a fair price of the assembly and whatnot. So this guy gets excited. He gets back home. He puts on his clothes, goes out the door, drives his car to the shop. And the guy at the car shop basically told him he has to, look at the VIN number in order to, inspect that particular year and model make of the car. So on to the story. He gives him a fair price of how much he's going to charge for the whole assembly process. So everything's done. So the guy checks out and everything, and he pays the price of the assembly. And he's excited, but previously in the story, he tells the guy at the shop, like, listen, I called up AutoZone and I'm able to get the parts for the car and bring it to your shop so you can install it in my door so the window could work properly again. So the guy at the shop tells him, oh no, I can't do that. We don't allow other parts, coming from you. We have to order it ourselves. So the guy's like, fine, do whatever you have to do. Get the part, just install it in my car so my window won't be jammed so it can work properly again. So everything's done and he's excited, and finally the driver's side left window is working properly again. So where am I trying to get at in this story? There's certain times in life, like in this particular example of the car story I gave, we could become angry, flustered, we could become worked up, bent out of shape. And it seems like most of us humans, most of us people, we always want things our way. And when things don't work out the way we want them to work out, we get upset, we get angry. You know, I look at it as human nature. And that's something I believe we all should work on. And we should realize that things aren't always going to go the way we want them to. Also, the lesson in this story teaches me, and I hope it can teach us, and that's one word that comes to my mind right now. And that word is, can you guess what it is? It starts with a P. Nope. Try again. Nope. It's not that. Starts with a P. Oh, almost had it. One last chance. Nope. Here it is. Patience. I've learned in life, patience is very hard to learn sometimes. We get, like I said earlier, we get so worked up and we want things to be so quick. We want things to be an instant gratification in our life. But unfortunately, things don't always work that way. We got to learn to wait. We got to learn to take things slowly in life so we can fully achieve our goals. When I looked at this guy, I seen him getting all upset and worked up, and I realized this guy, he kind of reminds me of me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. There's certain times in my life when I was afraid to admit things that I was going through, things that I was afraid to express. But now I've learned, if we can learn to express these things and not hide from them, maybe we could, become a better people. Maybe we can be a better person, a better man, a better woman, a better child. Agreed? So let's continue to build our patience. Our patience. Continue, to build our character, and realize in those very moments when things aren't working out, it can be little stuff, maybe things on your job, things at home, things with your family and whatnot. I've also I also learned another thing is that you're gonna be misunderstood, especially if you have a purpose in your life that you know that you have to, try to achieve. we gotta just keep going. That's the best thing we can do. Keep going no matter what. And these things that you go through in life, just take it with a grain of salt. I always like to have a mentality just to keep going with the flow of life. You know how the river goes, and it has different stages. It goes with the weather, it goes along with the wind. It's still at times. Sometimes it's better to be still rather than to try to rush through life so we can, you know, have our way all the time. It's better to have patience in a moment of stillness. That's where it is. That's where the jewel is right there. When we can learn to have patience and learn to overcome that instant gratification, those moments and whatnot, I think we could become a better people. So yeah, quick story I wanted to share with you guys, and it's been a pretty interesting week. And speaking of cars, I'm a big car lover. I was looking at a article and also a online video on YouTube, and I was checking out this Mercedes concept car, guys. You guys got to check this car out. I mean, let me see if I can play this video real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but this is the Mercedes concept car. I'll see if I can put a picture up of this car during a. If you're listening to this on audio, you're not going to see it. So go on to YouTube. Go on my YouTube channel. It's called The Rob Pod. That's TheRobPod. The Rob Pod. So when you go on my channel, you'll see that this video, episode 3, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, let me pause it. This car is basically, it has like a blue color. The wheels look phenomenal, guys. It has like these blue lighting wheels on it, and it's following the Avatar theme. Yeah, you guys ever seen the movie Avatar? Great movie. By the way, James Cameron is working on Avatar 2. I seen the trailer to it. It looks phenomenal, by the way. That guy's work is amazing, incredible. It took him long enough. It took him about almost 13 to 15 years to put this thing together, and now finally we get a trailer. So that's a good thing. Let me hit play again. So yeah, it's basically following the Avatar theme. This car supposedly can talk. Well, hold up. I don't know if it can talk, but it can breathe. It can sense your breathing. It's almost like you're one with the car. This technology is crazy. You guys gotta check this out. I'll see if I can share this link in this podcast as well. See, Avatar. You remember that scene in Avatar, and they the Tree of Souls. It's a big tree. This tree can connect with these people in that land, in that planet, in the Avatar movie. But let me hit play again. So each one of these wheels, they can even the wheels is very detailed. Each wheel has like a mind of its own. So one wheel could turn this way, another wheel could turn the other way. It's just crazy. I think the car can drive like sideways. Could you imagine driving in a car and just going sideways? That's just insane right there. Unreal. Nice logo in the front. Good job, Mercedes. I mean, you got to look at the grill on this thing, man. Like when you turn it on, all the lights come on. It almost looks like a menacing smile. This thing is mean. Mean, I tell you. Great lighting, by the way. Great lighting. This guy's chose a great time in the day to make this video. Oh man, the back of the car has like these scales. So remember I was telling you the car is like one with you. So when you're driving it, this car, the scales in the back, they like move. It's supposedly like when you breathe. So like when you inhale, the scale will basically move. When you exhale, the scales go back down. Unbelievable. So mind you, this is a concept car. A concept car is basically a car that's not really a car, but it's a car at the same time. I hope you can know what I'm talking about. So it's basically a model of a future car of that particular vehicle that they're trying to put in the market or put in the automobile industry. So basically, this thing is way ahead of its time right here. This is like what iPhone was when it first came out. This is exactly what it is. So in the next 30 years, this car is going to be out and it's going to be normal to see it on the road. By then, it should drive properly. So when I seen this video, the guy basically test drove this car. So it can't go at like its max speed. I think the max speed you can go in this car is like 30 miles per hour because it's a concept car. It basically floats. And I noticed the engine on this is very loud. I don't even think this car has an engine on it. Believe it or not. Wow. When the door goes up, the door is like huge. It has like it's basically a whole window door system. It's beautiful. Nice how do you say it? Panoramic view. That's basically like a wide view range. Yeah, it's a spaceship. Exactly what it is. Let me see if I could pull up the article on this thing. I think I was reading it earlier. So yeah. So yeah, this thing has an organic battery technology system. I'll read it. It says the Vision Avatar was designed and aligned with its innovative electric drive. This is based on a particularly powerful and compact high voltage battery. For the first time, the revolutionary battery technology is based on graphene-based organic cell chemistry and thus completely eliminates rare, toxic, and expensive earth such as metals. Could you believe that? Unbelievable. So it says, electromobility thus becomes independent of fossil resources. An absolute revolution is also the recyclability by compositing, which is 100% recyclable due to the materiality. As a result, Mercedes-Benz underlines the high relevance of a future circular economy in the raw material sector. Exceptional fast charging capability. In addition to an exponentially high energy density compared to today's battery systems, with up to 1200, it says WH/litra. I don't know what that means. If you guys can tell me what that means. But it says the technology also impresses with its exceptional fast charging capability via automated conductive charging technology. This means that the battery will be fully recharging in less than 15 minutes. The innovative technology also allows maximum flexibility with regard to the construction space. With a local minimum of 94 millimeters, the battery adapts ideally to the shared space vehicle concept, thus maximizing the malfunctional interior. With a capacity around 110 kWh, the Vision Avatar enables an electric range of more than 700 kilometers. By recuperating during rollout and braking. The high voltage battery can be recharged with a higher efficiency than established systems while driving, and thus contributes to the high energy efficiency of the overall system. Wow, this battery technology is crazy. All this technology they're putting in these cars today. You notice like cars like Tesla now, the thing is basically a beast. I mean, these things are quicker than your generic, cars on the road that in today. And could you believe more electric cars are being made now? It's like they're trying to do away with the cars we have right now. I guess they're trying to do away with us having to deal with gas. In a way, I think that's kind of a good thing. Maybe you can save on gas money. But my problem is this. Each of these cars have to have its own charging station. So basically up here in New York, they have charging stations, I notice, at the malls and, major bigger stores. But what about homes? How are we going to put these stations at our home? I'm thinking it'd be a genius and great idea if they can somehow have a solar system in these kind of cars and maybe be charged by the light outside. That way you don't have to worry about having a charging system. I think that'll be a pretty good idea to have with these particular cars. And believe it or not, I think they're working on this right now. So oh man, the wood grain in these cars is beautiful. Looks almost like a maple kind of design, a maple wood kind of design. Very luxurious. So one weird thing about this car, it basically has no steering wheel, but this little control knob, it's right in the middle. So pretend I'm right here. Pretend this is the driver's side, but there's no steering wheel here in this position right here. So basically what you like, I'm gonna hold this mouse and pretend it's right here. So the control system is right in the middle of the car and right in the middle of the interior. So basically it's a circular interior. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna turn this knob, and supposedly it makes the car turn, and that's basically its steering system. It looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah, it has a heartbeat, guys. Remember what I said? This thing is like almost human. It's like an alien from another planet. Unreal. I hope you can hear this guy. He said it can adapt to you. So I'm looking at him driving his car right now. He's not going fast at all. It's going literally 15 miles per hour, if that. It actually looks like he's going like 10 miles per hour. Yo, the wheels look crazy. Let me see if I can show you a picture of it real quick. I think I saved it. I wish I can zoom in on this. Let me see. Put it up to the screen here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll see if I can edit it when I edit this video to make it clearer so you guys can see it. Wow. Look at the scales on the back of this thing. Looks like a freaking a reptile. Unreal. I can't even imagine driving this type of car in this area where I'm at right now. Oh, at night, the thing is like it's like a light show. Has like this blue lighting. Looks like a high-tech club driving down the street. Woo! The interior alone, My problem is, where's the privacy in this thing, though? You don't got no tents on it. If it was me, I'd put some tents on it. That was so that I wanted to share that with you guys. I think that's pretty cool. So that's the Mercedes concept car. I'll see if I can post the article too in this podcast as well. So yeah, how's everyone been doing this week? It's going to be nice outside. Let me see what it's going to be like today. 70 degrees now. It's going to be up to about, looks like 87. The only thing I don't like about hot weather is I don't mind it being hot. I just don't like the humidity when you gotta. That's when it's like really hard to breathe and you're sweating and just sticky. Ugh. I like it when it's hot but not. Just skip the humidity and I'll be all right. So yeah. Now that I mentioned nice weather, I wanted to say be careful in the summer. You know, you ever notice when it starts getting nice out, people act up? In the area where I'm from, it's like all these shootings happening and chaos and fights breaking out. The other day, I seen these group of teenagers fighting. I'm like, man, well, I said in my mind, at least they're actually fighting using fists rather than using firearms. Oh, man. I think I heard the other day another rapper that got shot goes by the name of Little TJ, I believe. Man, you know, it's you can't even be like a rapper anymore without someone having something against you, trying to, you know, it's like no matter what, you try to do something good with your life, and there's someone always that wants to try to get in the way. But yeah, be careful out here in these streets, y'all, especially in this summertime that we're in right now. You know, yeah, I want to speak to the youth right now. You know, focus on school right now, and you know, stay in the books as much as possible. Focus on your education, and you know, just do what you got to do in life, man. You know, we only live once. We got to try to do this thing right, man. We really do, and I think now's the time to really, you know, get in our life zone and get focused. We got to do better as a people, better as individuals as well. So, yeah, once again, be careful. And I think that one of the best things to do is actually to stay in, avoid all the nonsense that's going on outside. You know, when it starts getting nice, people, they go outside and start fighting and carrying on. So, you know, also watch the company you hang around with. Be very vigilant, and you know, pay attention to the people you choose to have in your life. And I think that's very important. So yeah, I just wanted to share that cool car story in this podcast episode. That was pretty cool. And once again, I'll see if I can share the links and also share the video from that car in this podcast as well. And other than that, I am going to wrap it up and call it a day. You guys take care, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. So this is the Rob John Podcast, episode 3, and I am signing out. Take care.
It's all about the story and struggle, but that's what's gonna keep us going. You know, every soul got a story and a struggle, but no matter what, we still gotta make it out the puzzle. Each day we gotta try to make a way, and finally there will come a better day. Every soul got a story and a